All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome into our Thursday night get together. A little misleading that introduction. We don't have that changed, but we got a brand new show for you tonight. It's no longer Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports. It is officially starting right now. Two rednecks with class, uncensored and unleashed. Do you like
Amen,
that,
Johnny.
Floyd?
I don't know. I don't know where I
Because you know
have you
we
heard
were the
anything
last.
from them?
We are the last to know. About less than an hour ago, I get a call from Floyd B. Lloyd. He said, "You do know it's just going to be me and you tonight." I said, "No. Well, what's wrong?" Well, Marvin or Queez were going to be there. Is somebody sick? Well, what do we need to do? And nobody knows anything. Our director tonight, Cody, he knows nothing. He knows absolutely nothing. And we're kind of, miffed about this. And
We heard. Our feelings are hurt. But
well, I'm gonna say this, and I'm not tooting my own horn, but last week I wasn't here. I missed it so much being with y'all. But I had a friend that I grew up with, and only one time have I seen him in 40 years since he moved to Tampa, Florida. He called me and said, "Would you have dinner with me tonight at McLean's over in Daleville?" And I wasn't gonna say no to that. And in the meantime, I gave y'all 48 hours notice that was coming down, I do believe. Am
yeah,
I correct on that?
correct. Absolutely.
And then my best buddy had a heart attack Wednesday night. That messed everything. But I had an excuse, and I let everybody know way ahead of time that I wasn't going to be able to be at the get together. But that's not the treatment that Floyd and I seem to be getting. It's just like we're not going to be there,
Mhm. Bye.
you know. Bye. I mean, and we find out about an hour before we get together. But hey,
And,
we're here. We're gonna have fun. I just
yeah, we're gonna have a discussion.
I
We're
like
gonna deliberate. But
you
it's
know
like our sponsors. Our sponsors pay money, to advertise their products, and they expect the full service. And it's like if you go get your oil changed, and they don't put in but 2 quarts of oil, and your car needs 5 quarts of oil. They don't put in but two because they decided they're gonna take a break. You got a problem. You got a
big
problem.
problem.
And our advertisers, people, our sponsors they're our customers, and people watching out here in TV land. They're our people that tune in every Thursday night to hear us talk and to hear information that we might have to share with them. And we do have a lot of information we
Do
share,
we ever? Yeah.
information that they don't get anywhere else on this
No.
show. So I
Yeah,
feel like we're letting them down, and we're letting our sponsors down. But what can I do?
we
But
we're just proud y'all joined us, and maybe you can help us since we don't know. I guess we ought to kind of, if y'all see them, contact our Facebook page or my Facebook page, write a little message down there. And if our lawyer, Billy, I hadn't heard from our lawyer, Mr. Schindler, yet. But if you're watching and you might know some, we'd love to hear from you during the program. And, you know, Marvin and Queasel, you kind of pudgy preacher that looks maybe like a boss hog on stilts. Would that be a good way to?
something like that, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But I bet we got a picture that maybe
Well,
we could put.
let's share some information with our crowd about this. We created this so that we want y'all to spread this out throughout the internet, there, if you will. And that's missing. It's a missing. We're concerned about them where they are, and we're doing this as friends. And we're trying to give a good description of them so people will know who they are when they engage them or encounter them. And missing right here, Marvin Spitznagel. He's a white male. He's 6 feet high. He weighs 375 pounds.
At
And he's
least.
seen at the House of China buffet. So if any of y'all know where he is,
We
let us know. Please
yeah.
let us know. And
And
the
our
other,
others,
Queasel Erskine. He's a white male, 4.5 feet high, 135 pounds of weight. He was last seen watching a YouTube video on how to catch fish while wearing platform shoes. If y'all will share that, help us find them. Anybody know where they are? Uh, it'd be nice if they share that information with us. We don't care. We don't care where they are. They can be anywhere. I don't care where they are. But
I don't
anyway,
either. I
share
just
that
like a little.
with
I
us.
like a little notice on something is what and if they, you know, all you gotta do is pick up the phone. You probably knew you were gonna do this last week, so
Yeah, it's not like it just happened this morning.
no,
And
no.
here's what Jim. I don't know if you see this or not, Charlie, but Ziggy B, Miss J. Ashley Bracewell said that Probably Marvin is probably at a chitlin buffet tonight. So that explains where Marvin's absence is. But he's
Yeah,
seen eating at the House of China buffet.
yeah, yeah. I don't. And you know the fire chief. I don't know about the fire chief. I really don't know what.
I hadn't heard from him. Hey, no communication. It's been give me the communication line severed with him, with us.
All you can eat chitlin buffet.
Hmm. That's where she was close. She may be
All
there.
I don't know where they have a chitlin buffet, but
Oh yeah,
I'm
we got
sure
one in Concord, man. What you talking about? We got a
a
chitlin buffet here in Concord over here at the Patel Indian store. I don't know. It's what day?
uh
Yeah, every Thursday or Friday or one day. It's chitlin day. Is yeah, go in there and try you some of that, huh? Well, they have a chitlin there. They get you get you a big dip you out 2 or 3 big scoops of rice, and then they put the boiled chitlins on top of that.
No, they don't.
Well, some of them got a
No,
some of them got a plate in each hand. They balancing them out
no.
like that.
I'm not that hungry yet. Are
They
you?
walking out that door and they ask them, "What kind of sauce you want?" I want some hot sauce with that. So they get them hot sauce, sprinkle it
I
on there.
tell you what, Uncle Billy needs to set up a stand right outside that door, man, and sell the box.
I ain't gonna say I would if I could sell if I sold 100 bottles of barbecue sauce, I would stay there all day and smell them chitlins walking by me all day for. No,
Take take
no, thank you.
take a strong stomach to do that.
It
Mm,
does, but
mm, mm.
anyway, they program for it. Some folks is programmed for that. I've heard them talk about,
Did,
oh man, I eat a children from I can eat one from head of something choppy. Yeah, right.
uh, did you get up with Pastor Reverend Pencil Johnson?
He's looking for them too. He don't know where they are.
Okay, okay.
He's looking for
Uh,
them too. Hey, I got the word on Martin Quaid. I got him on my prayer list. I get some. We'll get me some holy water, sprinkle it around, maybe. Say a special prayer. They show up somewhere. Oh, that.
oh,
Well, we know they're
yes,
not down there at the horse business and with Don Lane. They ain't at the round table, so they ain't there. Uh, I don't. Queezer was. Mickey's house caught on fire. And Queezer was the only one that could fit through the door. Oh, man, y'all. Mickey B,
she,
you need to
she's
write.
on it.
You need to write for Floyd and Charlie.
I know if she had her Wheaties for breakfast, there was a little bit of razor blade that was kind of sprinkled in them
Amen.
Wheaties, don't you think?
Hmm.
You go, girl. Mm.
You go, amen. Well, what's the news over in Dothan, Charlie?
Oh,
What's happening over there? Same thing is happening over here, probably dry weather,
e-
heat.
exactly. Heat. Day before yesterday was really bad. Yesterday wasn't that bad, but it started back today. The humidity factor, and we're talking about I think 97 tomorrow, 99 on Saturday.
That's right.
And this, my friends, is the middle of June.
Mhm.
This a little early, I think, for it to be hitting like that. But
Mhm.
we got it going on.
Well, it's hot
Um,
and dry over here too, but it's
I,
big time dry. He's running these irrigation systems left and right. But I got my little sprinkler, and me and my neighbor down here on the end of Flamingo Boulevard got our little pop guns going, trying to keep our little old grass alive out here and flowers alive. But it's a challenge.
I noticed up on the corner from me today they were planting a field of peanuts.
Good. I saw some plate being planted yesterday over here.
Yeah.
He's a big farmer. He's planting yesterday. It's late,
Uh,
guys. Man, it's late. I've seen it. I've seen Killing Frost. It must have been about 1995 or 96, somewhere along in that Killing Frost on Halloween Day, October 31st. It wiped out thousands of acres of cotton. Kind of late planted behind wheat cotton, It got
hmm
'em. It totally them up. But anyway, we doing good over here. In Over here on Flamingo Boulevard. We're trying to keep everything under control. We ain't got no group of illegal aliens moved in anywhere here yet. That
Well,
on
we got a few of those around. Now, you might have some and not know it.
may have some and not know it, not know where they are. That's exactly
That's
right.
right.
You know, I read an interesting thing today on internet about Tyson Foods. Don't y'all have a isn't there a Tyson Foods in Dothan? Y'all have a processing plant over there? Is that
Wayne
Tyson?
Farms. We're
Wayne?
Wayne Farms.
Right. But Tyson, they're the big chicken processors, aren't they? They do a lot
Oh
of
yeah.
chicken. I was reading about it was in Perry, Iowa. They had a big Tyson processing plant in Perry, Iowa. And this is a town of 8,000, a county of 8,000 residents, and about 1,300 of them work at that processing plant. Been there forever. They said it's a very, very close knit community, close knit town. People get along with one another. Very low crime rate. Tyson, because they've joined the woke crowd, which profit means nothing. You know that means nothing, and community means nothing to them when you get a head mindset like that. Fired every one of them. Fired 1,300 of them. Go replace them with illegal aliens. That's just one instance, right? That's 1,300 people in one community who have lost their jobs.
Well, I don't know if you saw this or not, but everybody's passion for a tractor that's colored green is laying off folks all around Moline, all up there around Illinois, and all the different states in the north where the John Deere plants are. But they're working as hard as they can to get their Mexican plant opened up.
That's it. That's it. I don't understand it for the life of
I,
me. You
I
couldn't plan destruction of a country any more than what's happening right now. You couldn't plan it
want
out.
just like step by step by step.
It's
It's
like a line of dominoes, one falls at a time. And when they get all fell down, they all fell down, and they ain't no coming back. But
that's
you know, and
exactly
I think in enterprise, isn't there some kind of processing plant or some kind of business in enterprise, Alabama that's got
two
Haitians and all that? I mean, that's basically the
two
people.
two plants, one north of Enterprise, one south of Enterprise, and I'm not going to try to say who they are. I know, but I get sometimes get it mixed up. But I was told by a pretty reliable source that about 250 Haitians were brought in to work at one of those plants.
Mm,
I don't know.
how can a city the size of Enterprise, Alabama? I know Enterprise is a pretty good size of a town. How can it absorb that many people who, number one, don't respect your culture, period? Number two, don't speak the language, and number three, they have no zero skills. Now, how does a
Well,
community absorb that?
they might be kind of keeping them to themselves, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
in
then they're going. That's not going to keep standing like that.
that's true.
They're going to venture out. That's their that's their culture. They go group together
Well,
and venture out.
a lot of folks might think you and I are overboard and way to the right too much, but I look at what happened this week. Eight terrorists were arrested, and guess where they came through?
Southern border,
Southern border. Eight
wide open.
folks,
Mhm.
and they were making plans to do things.
But they were vetted though, Charlie, and they didn't find anything wrong with them.
That
They were
so how,
vetted.
so how many? Maybe in the millions do we have that are bad people that have made it across in the last 4 or 5 years and ready to do business with any of us?
I mean, who's vetting the vetters? Who's vetting the people that are vetting the illegal aliens? Think about that. They work for the federal government. Now you understand these
Oh yeah.
people. And they say that Joe Biden, he gets on there and spews off all this information about how great the economy is and adding 250,000 jobs. The jobs he's adding is government jobs, working for the
Hmm.
federal government. I saw this one right here. I saw a busload of Haitians at 91 and Bush Davis Road yesterday in a field. Hey, now they got to stay somewhere. Them people got to live somewhere. They not just passing through. They're not, as the people say, migrants.
They be maybe staying at the Patel Roadway Inn.
They stand at the Patel roadway Inn. All, the Indians, the Patels, they own all the motels. The Patels own all the liquor stores. The Patels own all the convenience stores.
Just about.
And all they got to do, make somebody got to make the call to them and say, shut her down. It's down. Where you gonna get your gas at? Huh? Where you gonna
Mm.
get your cold beer and your cigarettes at? Hmm?
That'd be a problem there. Yeah.
The store won't be standing long because if they shut it down, they're gonna have them cigarettes and beer and lotto tickets. Now, that's a fact. And chitlins.
And this could happen, folks. We're getting closer to it every day.
All we're doing is just we're just thinking out loud. We're saying out loud what a lot of you probably are thinking. We just not afraid to say it. And I mean that's just what y'all tune us in for is our opinions and viewpoints, reflections and revelations. And this is our viewpoint. This is mine and Charlie's viewpoint and our opinion. It don't involve nobody else other than us. We're the ones that say it. But I wonder, where you gonna put, where you gonna put them all? Where they gonna live? Where they gonna stay?
They stacked on top of each other. Some of these cities like Chicago, parts of New York. I mean, they're everywhere.
Mhm,
Where they going?
mhm. Let's sell something, Cody. Cody, let's pay some bills, man. Throw one up there. We'll talk about it. Sowega
All
Meat
right.
Company. Go ahead, Charlie. Tell them about Sowega Meat Company right here
You
in
know,
Military, Georgia.
go when we get through tonight. Do yourself a favor and go to the Facebook page of Sowega Meat Company. Take a look. Oh, we had it. We're gonna preview it for you right now. That is a beautiful piece of meat, folks. Look at the marbling you get on that. Look at the thickness, the texture of that T-bone steak. Just part of what's available. If you like T-bones, there's your pick. They got ribeyes, they got fillets, they got anything you want, including great smoked sausage and products like Georgia fried peanuts. Where else are you gonna find specialty items like Georgia fried peanuts and all the great meat to go along with it? And if you go in there and do $250 worth of steaks for this weekend, you get a T-shirt or a cap absolutely free. They're on 27 between Blakely and Colquitt, Georgia. So Wiggle Meat Company, you won't find any better anywhere.
Mhm. Throw us up another one, Cody. Let's talk about our sponsors here a little bit.
That was no.
No, we move on. Let's don't do that one. Let's go on to another one. The Peach Depot. Now I can testify to that one. I can testify to that one. Me and Nadine do business down there pretty regularly at the Peach Depot. If nothing else, we go by there and get us a cup of that Georgia grown fresh peach ice cream that they serve there. And I got a picture. I don't know if Marvin give it to you or not, Cody, but it's a picture of some peas and some sliced tomato and some cream corn. That's some of the stuff you get. There's that ice cream on the left right there, y'all.
Ooh,
Look at them peas right there. Look at them pickling cucumbers, the best kind of cucumbers that you put in. You some vinegar, put you some salt and pepper
mm,
on it, and you eat it with them peas. And you talk about something good, and they got that fresh creamed corn, field corn down there. We stopped in there the other day and got some peas and got some creamed corn and got some tomatoes and cucumbers, and we serve that stuff up. We cook it up and we eat it. But y'all go down there to the Peach Depot in Iron City, Georgia. Good local produce, homegrown stuff grows right here, and a lot of it in Seminole County, Georgia. Y'all go down there at the Peach Depot, pay them a visit. Y'all will be glad you did. And to answer your question up there, Miss Sheila, that is the old MSM Meats there, the Sowega Meat Company,
oh
halfway
yeah.
between Colquitt and Blakely on Highway 27. Good sponsors of ours, been with us for a pretty good while now. We got some good sponsors that believe in us and trust in us and have stayed with us, and we brag on them. We do business with all of them. I promise you that.
Yep.
Put us up another one, Cody, and let's talk about it. There's one of mine deals right there. Ziggy B was in there this afternoon. I called in there and told her what I wanted. She had it ready for me. Me and Nadine went in there and picked it up, brought it on back to the house, fried up them shrimp, them good shrimps. And that's just part of what she's got right there. Catfish fillet, all of it's fresh. Catfish fillet, salmon fillets, shrimp. She got whole lobsters in there this weekend too. If you like the whole lobster deal, if you want to show out in front of your rich kin folks or something and throw a big lobster in a pot there and cook it. I never could get with the lobster deal. I never could open the things up like they ought to be opened up and eat them like you're supposed to eat them. I was always fumbling and bubbling around with it. But a lot of folks like them and they mighty fine. But that's some good seafood at Ziggy B's Seafood Market in Colquitt, Georgia.
Speaking of seafood, we all been kind of glued watching the Gulf Coast with the 3 shark attacks and all the sightings this week. And I was talking to a friend. I said, I don't go down there. I hadn't lost anything down there in a while. And he said, they got a place down there. He said, well, we take everything we gonna eat down there with us. And he got talking about prices. Some of those places down there. There used to be a buffet down there, seafood buffet, crab legs, the whole 9 yards. 1995, back when Floyd and I would go down there on a regular basis. You remember that place, don't you?
Yeah.
You know how much that same little dish is today?
How much?
$59.95, every one of them. Add to that a 20% tourist. No, tourist, 5% tourist fee, 20% gratuity. If you want something to drink, that's probably about a $5 glass of tea you're going to get. Add the tax to that, and you about $70 to $75 a head.
One human eat that. Man, folks.
Whoa.
What do you
if you got a young'un between 6 and 11, they $24.95
for the young'un. Well, Queasel might could fit in there. He might could get in. We could put him a little cap or something on. Queasel might could
little beanie cap.
Yeah, he might get in on the 20. But that's unreal what this stuff costs. I wonder where the ZB. I'm gonna just tell you about the difference in that. All right, that's Panama City, and you're gonna stand in a line for at least an hour before you even get in the restaurant.
The door.
Yeah, door. That's what you're gonna do. And anyway, I went there today. Me and Nadine get us 3/4 of a pound of shrimp. We can't eat that. We fry the shrimp and get them, and they're delicious. We go in there, call. I said, I want 3/4 of a pound of peeled and deveined. And she said, you want me to steam them? I said, no, I'm gonna take them home and fry them. It cost me $8. 3/4 of a pound of peeled and deveined shrimp. $8. And I had went down there to the grocery store and got us a packet of frozen sweet potato fries.
Oh yeah,
it was like $4. So me and Nate, we cooked half the pack of that. We cooked $8 worth of shrimp, and we had $2 worth of fried sweet potato fries, and a cucumber and some onion and some tomatoes. So we might have had $12 in the whole for both of us. I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'll try you. So go on down there and throw your money away, man. They waiting down there at that Florida line. When you go over, they gonna have it full on. When you cross the Florida line, they can ping your car like they do with.
That's right.
They're gonna ping your car, and they're gonna charge you an impact fee. They're gonna send you a bill, especially at Panama City. If you go down there, they just ain't thought of it yet. I'm giving them all kind of ideas, but they ping your car, and you from out of the state of Florida, they're gonna send you a bill for an impact fee just for being there.
They have got in the restaurants now. Some of the restaurants down there are charging. I believe I saw 5% tourist fee.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I look down there and saw that on my bill, and it wasn't told to me up front, I'd show my redneck rear end where they would never let me back in that place again. Yeah, I'm 80, 70 something miles up the road. I spent a fortune down there, and you gonna charge me a tourist fee?
Yeah, help build the place. Help create.
Don't know Bay County. Don't know Bay County tags come through here. They're liable to get run off the road.
Oh, mercy. Well, it's getting about time to have a trivia question. Cody, if you'll throw the hissy fits up there, I think Marvin, somebody said that he jacked up. He improved that advertising for us. So throw the hissy fits up, and we'll do the trivia question along in that.
Winner gets a car tag.
Winner gets a car tag. You see them car tags everywhere, man. There's folks up there, our Bryan family up there in Patmos, Georgia, won it not long ago. Man, they first thing they done, they put that car tag on the front of their car. Dynamite King, he won it over there. He got it on the front of his car. Southern Hissy Fist right here on the square. As they said, the address is 109 West College Street. It's on the square in Carpenter, Georgia. It's on the southwest corner of the square. You can't miss it. Southern Hissy Fist. They do embroidery, custom T-shirts, tumblers, custom logos, whatever you want, any kind of advertising or personalized clothing or cups or jewelry or anything else that you want. Y'all go in there and see them. This shirt I'm wearing right here, this is my ag appraisal shirt. I got them to fix me up some. I love them. They got that embroidered. That's not stuck on there. That's thread on there. That's sewn in there. All that. So y'all go see the Southern Hissy Fit folks there in Concord, Georgia. Give them a try. If you got a personalized purse or anything, they can do it for you. And our trivia question tonight, sponsored by Southern Hissy Fits, is this picture.
Ooh.
Tell us what year, make, and model that car is right there. And that was driven by one of the racing legends of all time, Mr. Phil Bonner out of Atlanta, Georgia. Just text me at 229-254-2727, or either show it up on the screen up there where we can see it. And the first one that comes in is going to win the car tag.
I bet he ran it. He ran it every drag.
Oh, man, he was a drag racing king. Put it back up there, Cody, and let him see it. He raced against Bill Dismute and Furl Tab. That was two big drag racing legends down here. Furl Tab from Concord, Georgia, and Bill Dismute from Donaldsonville, Georgia. And Furl Tab, he had a car like that. He was in college, and his daddy bought him a new 1962. Oh, I don't know what it was. He bought that for him in a year, but it had a 3.2 barrel carburetor, the 4-speed transmission. So anybody that took that clue, go ahead. 64 Ford, no, it ain't. It's a Galaxy 500. What year, make, and model is it?
Yeah.
Year, make, and model. Yo, come on, talk to me.
Where was the popular racetrack over there? Albany was the big drag strip.
Oh man, we went to Malone. Malone drag strip. That's the closest one we get. And then we go over there to what was that one? It's right south of Ozark, yeah. Around Ozark. Which one was that?
Beeline.
It might have been the Beeline, but it was a name of a town over there.
Newton,
Alabama. That was it.
That's right.
It's a Galaxy 500, but what year is it? Mike Houston. If you was listening close, I told you this one. 62. That's him, Mike Houston. He's the winner. Mike, you text me your address, and I'll make sure the Hissy Fit folks send it to you if you're out of town. It ain't no 64 Ford Fairlane. This Mike Houston's done won it. 62 Ford Galaxy 500 race car, lightweight race car that they made very few of. But my friend Furl Tab had one in Concord. He actually went off to school. I'm gonna tell you a story about him because he's cool with it. His motto is "Let's boogie." He went off to college. He got a scholarship to Young Harris playing basketball. He was a great basketball player, playing basketball. And Zale Miller was a professor up at Young Harris. And Zale Miller was his tutor. He tutored him. He taught him how to, so he could stay on the basketball team. Man, you got to stay, because studying was really not at the top of his list, you know. But anyway, his daddy had bought him a brand new 1962 Ford Galaxy 500, 3-deuce 4-speed red, exactly like that one right there. And he was playing basketball. Young Harris was going to play. What was a little college over there around Moultrie? It was a little college town over there. It was around Moultrie anyway. They were going to play there. They were going to play them. Young Harris on the bus. If you was a freshman at Young Harris, you did not get a car. I don't care how many you had. You couldn't bring it on campus. and he loved cars, man. He loved cars since he was 13 years old. But anyway, he Norman Park, That's who they were playing. Young Harris playing Norman Park, and my good friend, other good friend, Don Hooney Skibo Calhoun, was working at Tab's service station, and Farrell's daddy, Mr. Lonnie Tab, had a service station that never closed. In fact, that was his motto. It was Tabs, we never close. Farrell called Calhoun, told him, and Farrell was over there working. He said, Calhoun said, meet me in Norman Park tonight and drive my car, my 62 Ford Galaxy 500. Drive my car. And anyway, Calhoun, they went over there to the ball game, watching the ball game, everything. Said Farrell he came out of the dressing room, had his bag in his hand like that, had his street clothes on. And he told Calhoun, he said, let's go. He said, let's go. Said, where's my car? Calhoun said, it's out here in the parking lot. He said, let's go. He said, let me have the key. He cranked that 62 Ford up and he come home. And the bus from Young Harris went back to Young Harris without him being in the bus. I wound up his college education. But he was, man, I'm telling you what, we had some colorful, sporty people around here that made an impact and made a difference. But he was one of them. He was one that all the young boys looked up to with them cars.
We may have some help here, Floyd. We need to just kind of. I see our attorney has joined us. He said small crowd tonight, and yeah, we need to talk to you and
show him the picture. Let's show him.
Yeah, go back. Floyd and I are at a loss of words because we don't know exactly where our other two Thursday night get together folks are. So we're putting out what they call this. Be on the lookout.
Yeah,
Bolo.
Missing notice.
You can read it for him, Floyd. I can't.
Well, let's go back to Marvin. Let me read it to our attorney so he'll have some evidence. Missing Marvin Spitznagel, white male, 6 feet high, 375 pounds of weight. Last seen at the House of China buffet. Don't know where he is now. Missing. He's missing. And let's go to Queasel there, Cody, and see what he looks. That's Queasel Erskine, white male, 4.5 feet high, 135 pounds of weight. Last seen watching a YouTube video on how to catch fish while wearing platform shoes. So we want you to help us out. He said if they're incarcerated, they haven't been allowed to have their phone call yet. That's exactly right. You know, maybe
you got
on some other
and we know you probably got connections with all those. Got connections with all those jails, and you can help us out. We just want to make sure nothing has happened to them. Serious.
Well, and we got friends in law enforcement. I mean, we got the sheriff. Our sheriff here in Miller County watches. I don't know where he is. He may be out on a stakeout or something. But if our sheriff in Miller County is watching, you need to put this out too. What we just throwed up there, and get it out there. We'll be glad to send it to you if he wants to send it to you, so you can put it on your missing persons notice list there.
Now, as far as we know, the wives.
Hadn't heard a thing from them tonight as we've been on the air.
As far as we know, the wives are not really disturbed. They hadn't put out a bolo on them, but we're just kind of, and I wouldn't blame them if they didn't, if you don't know the truth about it.
Well, the truth will set you free. The truth will come out. You got one side of the story, then you got another side of the story, then somewhere along in the middle, you got the truth. But we hadn't heard from them. Don't know. I mean, it's serious business with us. We don't take our friendship lightly.
Well, if they're incarcerated, they haven't been allowed to have their phone call. That's right. And also, Marvin, he says, that's why we got Billy Shingler as our lawyer. He does our thinking for us. Listen to this, Floyd. Marvin is probably suffering from a food coma.
Could be. And we want to know where he's at. If anybody's seen him. He may be passed out in his truck somewhere, off in the woods, in the ditch somewhere. That's how concerned they never are, concerned about you and I,
No.
Have no concern whatsoever. Yeah. Floyd ain't gonna be here tonight. Charlie ain't gonna be here tonight. That's about it. I mean, if he even touches on that, and people miss Marvin coming on with his big screen story and all the stuff that he adds and the blunders and the mistakes and all that he makes, during the show. They enjoy watching that. They enjoy
Yes.
watching me correct him. They enjoy that. That's what they tune in for. Some of them. But, I mean, if
But
we didn't love him, we couldn't do it. Throw us up another ad there, if you will, Cody. Let's talk about somebody else here for a minute. Some of these good folks are spending money advertising with. There he is,
that,
Charlie. You about it?
hey, we said it all. He can do our thinking for us, and he can get your thinking done for you when you need a good, reliable attorney. Billy Shingler Law. You give them a call at 229-524-1225. We said this once, we'll say it again. At some point in your life, you're going to need an attorney. And this is a good one. We know him, we know his work. And if you need a good attorney, call him. Shingler Law, Billy Shingler, 229-524-1225. Write that number down because the day you need one will be the day you need his number.
Amen. You don't need to be fumbling through your phone looking for an
No,
attorney. He right there in Dawsonville, Georgia.
speed dial, speed dial.
Yeah, put him on the speed dial. I hope Marvin can preach Sunday. I do too. I hope he does, Kenneth. Kenneth Hope said he hopes
Well,
Marvin can preach Sunday. I do too.
uh,
Squeezer may be after a fire. Usually I ain't heard no siren. Ain't a siren went off in here all day. So he ain't on no fire, so he don't need to come in with that excuse. But anyway, they'll show up maybe somewhere. Y'all stay on the lookout for them. Y'all know who they are if you see them. If you see them, tell them to let us know to call in. Call into the
yeah,
show so our viewers can know what's going on with them.
just hear their voice to know they're okay.
Yep. Yeah. Well, Corey, Charlie, I think you've been keeping up with the trial, with Hunter's trial, and I was dead wrong. I was dead wrong. I beg apologies because I
You,
had
you,
posted that the jury is going to be out about 30 minutes. They were going to come back in and wink and nod and shuffle back in, and they're going to say, "Your Honor, he's not guilty." I
you know
don't know
what
what's
I
up.
you know
Something's
what
up
I
with something.
think? Either it is planned like this to happen like this, or there's some decent folks in the state of Delaware that finally got tired of being embarrassed by that bumbling idiot that they call the President of the United States of America and his stupid family leaving cocaine in the White House, go one by one all the things that has happened. Maybe they're tired of being embarrassed and just knew from the get-go all the evidence is there. He's guilty. We can't be stupid and say he's not. I
We can't.
think
Yeah,
that
yeah. I
I
think you're
think
right. Mhm.
that's the main possibility that I see.
Mhm. Well, everything they do is staged and it's planned. There's nothing just happens by coincidence. You know, Jill, she was there every day at the jury at the trial, at Hunter's trial. It was all a family. Basically it was a den of vipers is who his family is. But they were all there. Uncle James, he was there. And see, here's the thing about it. See, they couldn't function as easily and make money as easily as they could if it wasn't for Hunter. Hunter is the bag man.
He's the fall guy.
He's the bag man and the fall guy. See, Joe says we need to get $10 million out of Ukraine, and I'm gonna send you over there. We're gonna get you on a board of directors of an energy company that you know nothing about, and you're gonna get some money, and I'm gonna get some money, and your Uncle James is gonna get some money. And don't leave out of the equation. This is something they never have touched on yet. Don't leave out of the equation Dr. Jill. Now, do you think that Dr. Jill is stupid enough to trust Hunter Biden with millions of dollars that her husband has bribed from foreign countries? Do you think they gonna entrust him with that kind of money? He's gonna
No,
get dope money, hooker money, cigarette money, liquor money, and that's about it. That's
a
what they're
lot
gonna
of it.
if we spend all of that. It don't matter how much it is, whatever it is, he'll spend all of that. But that's in his budget. Hookers, dope, cocaine, whatever. And he can blow
Interesting.
he can go through something, he can blow it. But I'm scared. Here's what I'm thinking. You have to imagine how many people. He's a big enough con as it is, him and his family. See, but somebody like that, when you get a con, he's gonna con the wrong person. He's gonna con somebody that don't mind putting his lights out. And
Yeah.
That's the only thing about people like that. When you con people, you better know who you conning, cause and you better be ready for them. But I don't know. I'd be
It's
worried
a
if I was Hunter. I'd be worried about all them other folks that I beat money out of and promised I was going to do this and do that.
mm-hmm.
Promised Daddy was going to do something, and Daddy didn't do it.
Did I, did you see the shot from the Juneteenth celebration
Mm-hmm.
where the vice president's dancing on one side of him, George Floyd's brother is dancing on the other side of him,
Mm-hmm.
like that wasn't meant to be,
Mm-hmm. St. George, St.
and
George,
he
Florida.
and he looked like one of those cardboard things that you put up and have your picture made next to.
Mhm. I'm
He
gonna
looked
talk
like a
about it. Yeah, I saw that same. And further on down the line now, on down the line in the front, I don't know if y'all noticed this closely or not, but there's a dude standing there with a beard as thick as mine, with long hair and a sequined gown on. What's that? What's that video of that dude? Sequined ball gown with a beard as thick as mine is and dreadlocks coming down off his head. And
mm-mm.
the first husband. That is, I got that. I'm glad you saw that because he's going to be in one of my short lists. The impossibility.
Mercy
But I
me.
saw the same thing. And Kamala standing up there. But Joe's he's in Disneyland while he's standing up there. He has no
No,
idea where he's at.
he's on another planet. He ain't even on the
And here's the
earth
thing about
anymore.
they so stupid. They so stupid. Juneteenth is June the 19th. This happened on June the 10th.
Yeah.
They celebrate Juneteenth on June the 10th, but it actually happens on June the 19th. So
Well,
they was 9 days ahead of the deal.
well,
That'd be
Dothan
like
had a
us gonna celebrate the 4th of July on June 25th.
that's a good point.
Put up our flags, pop off our firecrackers, celebrate 4th of July on June 25th. Same thing. Okay. Or let's celebrate Christmas on December the 10th.
Get it
That's how
over with
stupid.
early. Get it over with
Exactly how
early.
they are. And if you people out there that vote Democrat, if y'all can't see that, God have mercy on y'all. Y'all are
Mm,
dangerous to be in society. You're a non-functioning, non-thinking human being, if you will.
mm.
That's
Before
right.
we get to I'm looking forward to the list of impossibilities tonight. But did he by chance, Cody, load up some pictures that I sent that I'd like to show? Because uh, I bet he didn't load them up.
I don't
There's
know.
some
I don't know
there's
that.
some
I don't know
fish,
that
some fish
Cody put
pictures.
on there what was sent to him.
Okay.
But anyway, there they are.
Ah,
That's some of our KWG plumbing folks there. That's the wrong ones there, Cody. We need to talk about that during the KWG.
okay, yeah.
KWG.
Go to that
You got
second one.
that's yours that shot. There you go.
That's right. The ones on the right, they came out of Dead Lakes. Now those on the left, I think, belong to the plumbing. Get those other two back up there again. You had the one by itself and the guy holding up a fish. I think those, yeah, those on the left. There were some that I sent, and they were caught up on Lake Eufaula. Kenny Jackson, Mr. John were up there, had a good day on Lake Eufaula. Go back to the other one again. I'll identify, I think, the fact that, yeah, those on the left, I believe they came, I think they caught those down at Big Creek under the bridge down there on 231. Floyd, what you think? They look
I
like,
don't know. I don't know nothing about no fish. I know they're good to eat.
but
I know they're good. You
those,
knock their tails off of them and knock them heads and gut them.
yeah,
They're good.
Tim Taylor and Charles Love had a good day at it. A lot of folks getting out and enjoying the outdoors. Thank you for that, Cody. Appreciate it.
Cody, throw up our KWG plumbing ad. I'm gonna call him on the phone. Throw up our KWG plumbing ad. Get it Wayne Garner Plumbing right there. KWG Plumbing LLC in Colquitt, Georgia, 229-220-6694. 12-hour service from daylight to dark. He can't do 24 hours no more. He has to rest sometime and go fishing sometime. He can't work 24 hours a day, every day of the week. And that's what he would be doing if he could get around to all the calls that people to do it. If y'all need some good plumbing work done, show some of his pictures, put up some of his construction work there, if you will, Cody. Some of the houses that's a place he's building. I have no idea where it is, but I know that people are they're building a place like that. Uh, they got some money to spend, and that's the kind of plumber you want to show up at your place with equipment that looks like that. He ain't showing up with a grubbing hoe and a pair of hole diggers and a square point shovel. He's showing up with equipment to get the job done and get you back in business. KWG Plumbing right here in Colquitt, Georgia. I'm gonna give him a call on the phone right now, and we're gonna see what he's got going on in his world, so he can tell us about everything that he's been doing this past week. So I'm gonna give him a shout out. Uh, get him on the horn here. Kenny Wayne Garney, KWG Plumbing.
Hey, Floyd.
Hey, what's going on, Kenny Wayne?
Oh, man, listen to the show, man. Y'all sounding good tonight.
Have we told a lie yet?
No, we hadn't told a lie. We just, only thing I can say from what I've heard, with things going, just, keep oiling them, keep your guns and weapons oiled and counting ammunition.
That's right. Yes, you had stockpile. Stockpile. You're exactly right, Wayne. Never know, man.
Amen.
Tell us what's been going on with you. We see some photographs that we put up there of you, some of your plumbing work that you've done, some of those big projects that you're involved in. So tell us kind of a little bit about where you've been this past week, and tell us about the fishing report.
Yes, sir. I got from Monday through Thursday. We've been in Colquitt, Bainbridge, Dothan, Cedar Springs, Clio, Blue Springs. Friday we're gonna be in Fort Gaines, Bainbridge. Monday we're gonna be in Bainbridge, so we wide open.
Man, that's great. That's doing business, man. And the reason why you're doing business is because you do the job right, Kenny Wayne. You do it right.
We quality first.
That's it.
Second to none. Because I got the warranty to stuff, so I'm gonna do it right because I got to stand behind it. It ain't gonna be no faulty work.
That's what I'm talking about. And I'm telling people, you don't show up with a grubbing hole and a pair of hole diggers and a square point shovel. You loaded for bear when you show up. And they need to get back and get out of your way. Tell me what you want done, and I'll do it for you. That's your motto.
And I like my equipment and my trucks looking good. You got to be able to present your business. You got to have a face of the business, and you can't be slouching and your business trashed out and stuff like that.
Image is very important. Very important.
Now, we're not perfect. At the end of the day, we're not perfect. So don't let them.
I guarantee you, y'all gonna have some mud and some dirt on you and some sweat on you at the end of the day, and have some blisters on your hand. But yeah, man. What about the fishing deal? What's been going on with the fishing? Tell me about it.
Well, the fishing picture I had, man, I didn't want to send it in because they took my picture. I didn't have my shirt on or my hat, sunglasses, and that's
man, please.
Out there with all them catfish. We caught about a dozen big catfish Friday after work.
Mm-hmm.
This past Friday. And we burned up the brain box on the boat, bent the prop, and had an allergic reaction. But other than that, we had a good out.
Yeah. That is, Lincoln, how did you enjoy the play?
Had a friend in Iron City when I come through town. He was sitting out there waiting on me, and I gave him 3 or 4 catfish, and he was just as happy as he could be.
Yeah, that's what you spread the wealth, man. That's what you do. You share with people. You can't eat all them fish. You can't eat all that. Share that stuff. And that's what the good Lord intended for us to do. People that is healthy enough and well enough and got the wherewithal to go fishing and catch a bunch of fish. Share them things. You can't eat all them fish. What you gonna do? Put them in your freezer locker, and a year later they're gonna still be in there? Please, man.
Yeah, sir. Well, my neighbor just come over and needs some PVC glue. He done hit a pipe cutting grass. And before he left, I had him hooked up with deer meat with some fresh mullet out of the Gulf.
Now, that's a plumber. Hey, y'all find y'all another plumber that'll do that, what I'm talking about.
Just as happy as he could be.
Well, look here. You got any words of wisdom for us tonight, Kenny Wayne?
Yes, sir. I got one from Wayne and Captain Hook. Keep a smile on your face. just do your job and keep it swept up around your own back door. And from Captain Hook, don't worry. If something troubles your mind, it'll all wash away in the river of time.
Amen, brother. Good talking to you,
Good
man.
deal.
God bless you,
Yes,
son.
over now.
We praying for you. Hope your business is very successful from now on. One of our good sponsors, Kenny Wayne Garney. We our sponsor. We love our sponsors. We have a personal relationship with them. We don't just program some kind of ad that we talk about them, and we when we say it, you better believe it's the truth. Nothing but the truth.
And the truth is,
Now, you
it's
got anything?
time.
What else you got on your mind tonight? I know there's something going on that somewhere that somebody ought to be interested in, local stuff around here. But
Man, it's something over here all the time. I mean, there's a
in the
concert.
big city. Mm-hmm.
Big city, big city. If
Mm-hmm.
you come to the big city, get ready to wait in line somewhere in the traffic too.
Well, me and Nadine had to go over there yesterday. She met her sister and a niece. We try to visit with them pretty often over there. Met them over there in Dothan, Alabama, on the traffic circle at
Mm,
Longhorn, if you will. All I like to know, I got killed about 3 times trying to get out of there and get back on 231 so we could come home. So we could come head east. I'm talking about. I ain't never seen nothing like it in my life, Charlie. The traffic that is over there in Dothan, Alabama. It's unreal. And old folks like me, I don't have all my facilities like I used to have. I used to get in there and go with them. I could gun with them. But man, right now you get run over.
you
And,
you get
and
run over.
you get run over. And the majority of them looking on that thing right there. That's what they're looking at while they
Yeah,
drive.
yeah.
They talking on it or looking at it while they are driving a car.
And June 1st, the law went into effect that if the popo sees you doing that and pulls you over, you're gonna get a ticket.
Hmm. You need one because it's a you
It's
I don't know if they
dangerous,
think it's called dangerous driving or not, but that's dangerous driving, man. You're not only
distracted.
risking your life, you risking my life too. And it's you don't ever know, man. You better watch out what you do for what you do and where you are, and try to be home. If you are a senior citizen like I am, try to be home
Hmm.
before dark, and do not get in the automobile at dark, whatever you do.
And let's do. It's time for Floyd's list of impossibilities.
Well, I ain't
You
got.
realize?
I'm short, very short list tonight on the list of
Whoa,
them.
whoa, 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 whoa.
I ain't got. Man, I've been busy, been working. I've been strung out this week. My creative juices have not been flowing. See, and
Uh,
I've had
uh.
a lot. I've had a lot that had to do. I've done a lot of landscaping work this week, and my landscaping professional helped some, but then I had some heavy duty lifting that needed to be done, and he was unavailable for that. So I let him off the hook on that because I wanted it done correctly, if you will.
Right.
And so anyway, but it's been a challenge this week. But how about what other ads we got, Cody? We got anybody else we need to throw on there? There you go. Talk to him, Charlie, about the holster 9.
Holstered 9 is probably one of the most complete gun shops you'll find anywhere within the tri-state area. We're talking Northwest Florida, Southwest Georgia, and Southeast Alabama. If you need it, they got it. If they don't have it, they'll get it for you. And in today's world, you need to protect yourself. We've seen enough, and enough is enough. And if you want to be protected, it's up to you to do it. These folks will introduce you to the world of firearms. They'll custom fit the right firearm for you for personal protection. And they could even probably tell you where to go and to learn how to use. Everyone needs to carry that protection with them. Everyone's home needs to have that protection. Second Amendment rights, and look for that to be threatened in the very, very near future by the current President of the United States of America. So if you've been saying, I really need to get that protection, now's the time to go see the folks at the Holstered 9 right there, 27 in Colquitt, Georgia, where you'll also find Phillips Auto Parts, where anything you might need for the farm as far as oil, grease, everything you might need for this year's to put this year's crop. Make sure your machinery's in good shape. You can get everything you need right there. One location, two great businesses serving Colquitt, Georgia, Miller County, and it pays folks over here on Southeast Alabama. Go across the river, give them a try while you're there.
Hey, man, brother.
Floyd,
Well, I see Lee Scott, he's tuned in tonight. Floyd, I saw on the news that they're having a big celebration in Albany when we were talking about the Juneteenth. I wonder if they're going to have it on June the 19th or they're going to have it on June the 20th. What day they going to have it on? But anyway, I have a good friend living in Albany, uh, Dr. Ted Airy. He resides in Albany. I might see if he can do like a man on the street segment uh, at the Juneteenth celebration. See if I can talk him into that. And he would be a good one. Just
oh
walk along
yeah,
his
I agree.
microphone, Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, and they would they'd swarm him, man. Because anytime you see a group of people like that together, they swarm around a microphone and a bullhorn. If you got a bullhorn, they're gonna be right there with you, no matter
With you. That's
what you
right.
say. So I think I'm gonna see if I can get Dr. Ted Airy, get him a bullhorn to draw the crowd up, and then get him a microphone, and it would be a great human interest story for us to watch. His interaction with the people at the Juneteenth in Albany, Georgia. I don't know if he's good or not, but he would be a prime candidate because
He-
he likes to get out among people. He's a people person,
there
and
you go.
that's what it's all about. What the Juneteenth is all about is peoples. So I think I might could get him in there to do that. I wish we could. Cody's
List
any
of
other
info.
advertisement we need to do? I know we hadn't done the TK's Bar and Grill. There we go. TK's Bar and Grill right there, 571 North Cuthbert Street. Me and Nadine went there last night. And got us some fried catfish fillet with some of the best real French fried potatoes. They ain't the crinkle cuts. They ain't the frozen potatoes. They the sliced potatoes just like you like them. They drop them in some hot peanut oil and they cook them perfectly. We went in there and got that last night. That fried catfish fillet, some of the best fish you ever eat in your life. They good fresh fish. They cooked right. They ain't cooked in old dark grease, old white grease. They do it right at TK's Bar and Grill, 571 North Cuthbert Street in Colquitt, Georgia. Have lunch in there during the week, and I think on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday night they're open for the restaurant. Y'all go in there and visit with them at TK's Bar and Grill in Colquitt, Georgia. Y'all will be glad you did. It's a good place to go. Berry Hill Auctioneers, my old buddy T.C. Berry Hill, one of our sponsors. He's a sponsor of Floyd's list of impossibilities in perpetuity. He's already got that nailed down. We've got a lifelong contract with him that he is the exclusive sponsor. He's going to be disappointed tonight because Floyd's list of impossibilities is very short tonight. Floyd has been on a sabbatical, if you will. But TC's a good friend of mine. I saw one of our good old buddies there, Tony Tab. He's watching. Tony knows who TC is. He was with us over in Saudi Arabia, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, when we were doing all those big equipment auctions over there. Life-changing event. It's an eye-opening place to go. Every young male, and it really now the females don't need to go over there. Every young male from the age when he turns 18, it ought to be a law that he has to go live in Saudi Arabia for a year and see how he likes it. And on all of these peoples over here with the rag heads on, with the terrorist rag heads wrapped around the head, the Yasser Arafat rag heads wrapped around the head, Muslims. Go over there and try you some of that on, especially you women's. All you women's, all y'all all decked out with your green hair and your blue hair and your pink hair and you got your halter tops on and all that, flopping around everywhere and your shorts on with about half everything hanging out. Y'all go over there to Saudi Arabia, over there to the land of peace and love, and try you some of that on over there and see how long you live, if you will. In fact, I heard big reunion over there for all these what they call these people that's protesting. They're gonna have a big event planned for them over there in Afghanistan, and it's gonna take place on the tallest building in Afghanistan. So y'all just go on over there and try you some of that on and see how you wind up. But anyway, we lived over there. We survived. Nadine went over there with me. She lived over there for a while and survived. But he's the sponsor of Floyd's list of impossibilities. And like I said, this is a very short list tonight. And the first one is it's an impossibility that there is a more stupid honky in America than Kamala Harris's husband, Doug Emhoff. Now, y'all show me a more stupid honky in America than him. He is so far out of his league. He is so far out of his league. I guarantee you, he wakes up. He has to wake up first every morning. I guarantee he has to wake up first and be real quiet, because he don't want to wake her up. Because if he woke her up and she turned her face over and looked at him, she'd scare him to death with what she looked like. I guarantee he said, "What can I do for you? What do you want me to do today? What can I do today? And he's a rich Jew honky lawyer. He's rich. He was rich before he ever married her. And but how he fell into that trap, man, he fell in there. He come in there right behind Willie Brown. He's rocking and rolling. But what y'all do? What I want y'all you Democrats to do? I want y'all to tune in. Dial this up. Juneteenth celebration. The Biden and Kamala Harris and her stupid honky husband. I want y'all to Google that and look at that. And that's the picture of what the Democrat Party is right there. That's a total picture of it right there. That's you. And if you vote for Joe Biden, that's you. You need to be in with that group of people right there. You need to be standing up next to that dude that's got the beard as thick as mine with a sequin gown on, ballroom gown with dreadlocks. That's where you need to be standing. And then you'll be with your peeps. Leave us alone. Man, stay away from us. And the other impossibility, I ain't got but one more tonight. One more tonight. It's an impossibility that Joe Biden can go 8 hours without having a bowel evacuation in his depends.
If you will.
You reckon we could get on The View? You reckon they put us on there with Whoopi Goldberg?
We'd fit right in. Man, yeah.
You reckon we wouldn't get some blood pressure raised up on that thing? Or Rachel Maddow, we could put us on Rachel Maddow show.
I want to be on the Joe show with his whatever that is with him. Because I just want to tell somebody that's as stupid as he is that I'm ashamed to say you come from within 200 miles of where I live, Pensacola, Florida. He's an idiot. He is a pure, all of them are, you can't make it up. Can't make it up. All you proud, blue, yellow, purple dog Democrats. Gotta have purple now, you know.
Gotta have purple. Gotta put. No, that's it. Transgender inclusiveness.
That's right. There you go. So, just don't understand, y'all. Weather. Look, we in the summertime. The summer solstice is the 20th or 22nd of this month, but it's here just a little bit on the early side, I'm gonna think, Floyd. Look at there. 98 over here they're predicting 99 degrees. They're predicting for the Dothan area 97 tomorrow, 99 on Saturday. And then we get a little bit of relief by the middle of the week with very slight chances of showers and thunderstorms, and we would really be needing some rain before we get it if this is going to be a dry spell, because seeds are going in the ground. People need to get these crops up, and thanks to the folks at Kelly Insurance. They know what's up with the farming community, and for all your crop insurance needs, check with them. We need a rain. And I think I need to mention this, Floyd. We talk a lot about farming. That was my passion when I put the early morning show on the air to at least every day say something, do something to promote farming in this area. Farming has its hazards. Farming has its pitfalls, and we've experienced one of those today to remind us of what a dangerous occupation it is, and also remind us of how quickly a life can be taken. Young Weston, you know, I don't know, Weston Lewis, 20 years old, was in a farming accident today just outside of Dothan, lost his life. And I would ask that all you folks that believe in prayer like Floyd and I do, be in prayer for the Lewis family. It's a very large family, a very well known family, and not only the farming community for Mr. Ray, the granddaddy, but Judge Benjamin Lewis and his wife, the mother and father of young Weston. So I know they would appreciate comforting from prayers from each and every one of us. And
Amen,
pray for
Charlie.
this,
Sometimes that's the only thing that keeps it going.
pray for this nation because I think we've, you know, seen enough this week to let us know what a big mess we are in. If you didn't think it was before, you darn sure ought to think it is now. And prayer is the only thing that'll change anything in this country. Floyd, I'll give it to you to take it out.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's just, I'd like to reiterate if any of y'all, anybody has seen Marvin or Queasel, I wish you please let us know.
Yeah.
Share that the photograph of missing persons because we have not heard from them, not one word. They've not chimed in. That's what worries me, Charlie. They have not chimed in on anything on the Facebook page or about. Have you received a text message or a phone call or anything from any of them that
No, no, not a
they
one.
arrived
Not
and
a one.
well?
No, no.
Nothing from the family. So apparently the family's not, too concerned, but we are. Charlie and I, we are family with them, and I know they have obligations today. They're pillars of the community. And
I
I
would
just
hate to think they're outside of the cell phone range because I know somebody by now that's watching, some of the ones that love him so much at Black Creek Church would have called him by now and said, they are just really talking about y'all. They're really concerned about y'all.
concerned. Yeah. We
And
need to put that picture back up there, Cody, one
yeah,
more time. I think we need to show the picture
yeah,
one more time about the missing
I
person.
agree.
It's a public service. Missing person. Have not seen him today. I don't know when the last time I've seen him. Marvin Spitznagel, he's a white male, and he's 6 feet tall, weighs 375 pounds. Last seen at the House of China buffet. That's the last seen visual sighting of it. And the other one is Queasel Erskine. If you will, put his picture up there, Cody. Let's see if we Queasel Erskine. He's a white male, 4.5 feet high, 135 pounds of weight. Last seen watching a YouTube video of how to catch fish while wearing platform shoes. Now he may not be wearing that coat; it's too hot for the coat, but he may have the sunglasses on. But y'all can get an idea of what he looks like. So if y'all will, please, try
He
to reach out and find them. They might talk to y'all. I don't know.
he he
That's
may
right.
be in
Charlie, I appreciate
high
that.
heel crop.
I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. They stayed with
Yeah,
us while this. You and I had it. We had the reins. We had the bull by the horn tonight. And I'll leave this with y'all. I'll always leave everything with this with you. I'll say, remember your Second Amendment rights. You still have that right and that privilege to arm yourself and to protect you and your family. Surround
yeah.
yourself with like-minded people. And I hope you know what I'm talking about. Surround yourself with like minded people and be vigilant of your surroundings. And tonight, when you lay down and put your head on that pillow, that good cool bed, uh, on that good clean sheets and that good clean pillowcase, you start thanking God above, God Almighty, the creator of heaven and earth and everything in it and on it. You start thanking him for what he's done for you today. And I don't mean just be vague with it, say thank you, Lord, for all you've done. No. You start naming things off that he's done for you today. And I promise you this, you'll be going to sleep and you'll still be thanking him. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all watching us in. And maybe somebody will hear from Marvin and Queasel. And if they do, y'all let us know. In the meantime, Charlie, you got anything else you want to add to it? Or you ready
That's
to go?
it.
In the meantime, y'all always remember this: no matter what you do in life, everything that you do in life, with it, whoever you do it with, always, always be
Be
particular.
particular.
We'll see y'all next week. The good Lord willing,
Good
and the
night.
creek don't rise. Good night, y'all.